Okay, students. So that this is a continuation of that previous slide. So 1 unit of force, that means what? 1 unit of force means what? Already we have seen force which is equal to, see here, mass into acceleration. We have seen no. So force equal to mass into acceleration. So 1 unit of force means what? So it's a very important question. So 1 unit of force means, so 1 kilogram of mass and 1 meter second power minus 2. So if we produce 1 Newton of force in that 1 kilogram mass and 1 meter per second square, that acceleration, power minus 2 acceleration, means that is called 1 unit of force. Okay. So generally they called as unit of force kilogram meter second power minus 2 because F equal to M. So M means mass. So mass SI unit is kilogram, and acceleration means meter second power minus 2. Otherwise we call it as the SI symbol for this unit of force is equal to Newton. Force we can represent in terms of Newton or kilogram meter second power minus 2. So 1 unit of force is nothing but everything will be one. If you are considering only one quantity, 1 kilogram and 1 meter per second power minus 2. So 1 unit of force. This is 1 unit of force. Okay. So based on that one, here we are going to see few problems. Okay. So the first problem, a constant force acts on an object of mass 5 kg for a duration of 2 seconds. It increased the object's velocity from 3 meter second power minus 1 or 3 meter by second to 7 meter by second. Find the magnitude of the applied force. Now if the force was applied for a duration of 5 seconds, what would be the final velocity of the object? So understand the problem better so that you have to read it once again. First, a constant force acts on the mass. So mass they given, okay. For a duration, that means time they given. Velocity changing, initial velocity, final velocity. So find the magnitude of the applied force. If the time is varied for the same force, if you're going to find no, for that time is varying means what would be your final velocity? Okay. Shall we go to solve? Okay. The first one, u, that means initial velocity, which is equal to 3 meter per second. And your final velocity should be equal to 7 meter by second. And your time equal to 2 seconds. M equal to 5 kilogram. That means mass. So what is the formula for this one? The second law of motion, force equal to change in momentum with respect to time, otherwise the rate of change of momentum, which is equal to the applied unbalanced force. That means force equal to M into V minus U divided by T. Okay. Okay. Force. Substitute the values 5, that is equal to mass 5 kg, and V equal to 7 and U equal to 3. Okay. Divided by time. So time what they gave, the first case, time equal to 2s, that means 2 seconds. Okay, now if the same applied force for 5 seconds, so that is the second case. So before you have to deduce this one. So 5, 7 minus 3, 4. So 5 into 4, 20, 20 divided by 2, 1 2s are 2, 10 2s are 20. So force equal to 10 Newton. The next one, now if the same force is applied for 5 seconds, okay, so that means same force. So what force, what is the value found? 10 Newton. That 10 Newton you have to write here 10, and here it is a mass, so mass will not change, 5, and V means final velocity. For this 5 second same force, what will be your final velocity they asked. Okay, so that case V minus 3 divided by 5. Okay, so time we have to write, instead of 2 we have to write here it as 5. So 10 into 5, this 5 will go that side, 10 into 5 50. So 5 into V minus 3, 5V minus 5 into 3, 15. So 15 will go that side. 50 plus 15, 65. 65 equal to 5V. So V equal to this 5 will go that side. 65 divided by 5. So 1 5s are 5, 13 5s are 65. So here I denote as, so your final velocity should be found V is equal to 13 meter by second. Okay. Okay, the next example 9.2. Okay, if you have book means take a book. Even the book also they give, but anyway you have to know how to solve this problem. Which would require a greater force accelerating 2 kg mass at 5 meter second power minus 2 or 4 kg mass, 4 kg of mass at 2 meter second power minus 2. So this is a question. So they gave two options. That means first case they gave mass and acceleration. Second case also they gave mass and acceleration. We need to find which one produces a greater force. Okay. So for that, in the case 1, F equal to m into a, mass into acceleration. So what are the mass? 2 kg they given. Okay. And acceleration equal to 5 meter second power minus 2. Let's substitute the value. So instead of mass 2, instead of acceleration 5. 2 into 5, 10. So force equal to 10 Newton. In the case 2, force equal to, so what is the given value? Mass is 4 kg and acceleration is 2 meter second power minus 2. Okay. Okay. The case 2, force equal to 4 into 2, that is equal to force equal to 8 Newton. Now you can compare this force. So which one will produce a more greater force? So obviously 10 is greater than 8 Newton. Okay. So I put here it is considered as F1, it is F2, case 2. So F1 will be greater than F2. So this is the way we have to solve the problem. Okay, my dear students. So the next one, which problem shall we move? A motor car moving with a velocity of 108 km per hour and it takes 4 seconds to stop after the brakes are applied. Calculate the force exerted by the brake on the motor if the mass is 1000 kg along with passenger. Okay. Okay, a motor car. Okay. First, it is moving with a velocity of 108 km per hour. That means it has an initial speed and it takes 4 seconds to stop after the brakes are applied. So brakes are applied means what will be your final velocity? I think as you know, your final velocity should be 0 meter per second or 0 km per hour. So time they given, calculate the force. So force we have to calculate. So we know the formula force equal to ma. Okay. Okay. So we are going to solve this problem. First one, we have to take u equal to 108 km per hour. U equal to 108 km per hour. We have to convert it as meter per second. So that we have to multiple 5 and divide by 18. I already said why we have to multiple this magnitude, this number. Okay. So if we cancel this one, 5 by 18 into 108, whether you have to multiple and divide or you have to divide and multiple, you will get 30 meter by second. Okay. Next, the brakes are applied, right? They said the brakes are applied. So the brakes are applied means V equal to 0 meter per second, right? So in that case, T equal to 4 second, right? So T equal to 4 second, they mentioned. So force equal to ma, right? That's a formula. So just I didn't mention here because in the previous problem I said, so just calculate it. So but we are solving the problem, you have to write that equation, no problem. So F equal to mass into change in velocity with respect to time. So mass, what they given along with the passenger, 1000 kg. So we have to take that 1000 kg here. So 1000 and multiplied by What is your V? 0 meter per second. 0 minus, and what's your U? 30 meter per second, and divided by 4 is the time. Okay, so 0 minus 30, it will come minus 30. So 1000 into minus 30, that means plus into minus, minus value will come. So here 1000 into 30, you have to multiple and then divide. Otherwise we can cancel it here. Okay, we can cancel 1 4s are 4, and here 2 4s are 8, remaining to 20. So 5 4s are 20 and 0, 250 will come now. So 250 into 3, okay, 250 into 30, 0 also present now, so 30. So that means 7500 Newton. This minus will come, plus into minus, minus will come. So what is meant by this minus, sir? This minus indicates the force is exerted when the brakes are applied opposite to the direction of motion. That means when the car is moving, in this direction, so opposite to that side, the force is created by the application of force. That means by the application of brakes, so that only the minus is coming, the negative sign is coming. Okay, understood? Okay, the next problem, example 9.3. A force of 5 Newton gives a mass m1 and acceleration of 10 meter by second square, and a mass of m2 and acceleration of 20 meter second power minus 2. What is the acceleration would it give? Both the masses were tied together. Okay, in the first case they gave force and acceleration. Second case, see here, second case also they gave here acceleration they gave. Okay, so the same force. Okay, so when the mass are combined together, what will be your acceleration, right? Okay, the first one, see here, F1 which is equal to m1 into a1. So here I represent m down, okay, m1 into a1. So m1 I have to find, means this a1 will go that side, so f divided by a1. So m1 force they mentioned 5, a1 which is called acceleration 10 meter per second square. So 5 by 10, 5 by 10 is nothing but 1 by 2, so 1 by 2 means 0.5, so 0.5 kilogram. And m2 same way, m2 equal to like what's called m2 equal to f2 divided by a2. So f2 means same, f1 f2 both are equal to f, that means same force 5. So 5 divided by 20, so we have to find the mass 1 and mass 2. So 5 divided by 20 means, so 1 5s are 5, 4 5s are 20, 1 by 4 equal to 0.25 kg. Now what they are asking, if we combine the mass together, here one mass found, here one mass found, m1 m2, if we combine that mass together, what will be the acceleration? So that means mass we have to add, so 0.5 and 0.25, 0.75 kg. So a equal to f by m, okay, because f equal to ma, a equal to f by m. So f equal to 5 is a constant, 5, and m 0.75. So 5 divided by 0.75, acceleration will be 6.67 meter second power minus 2. This is your acceleration. Okay, so understand, students? Okay, so today what we have seen, so actually we have seen what is that second law of motion, how it will be related with the day-to-day life, practical situations, how it will be applicable. And then we have seen the mathematical induction of that second law of motion. How can we represent? F equal to ma. And based on that one, we have seen few problems also, right? That problems, what they asked, whether they asked acceleration they asked, and one problem mass they combined, what will be the acceleration, that problem they asked, and they asked what is that force they asked. So like in your previous lesson, what are the things you did, same will repeat, but only thing here we are considering the mass, and here we are considering what is the force value. Okay, that's the difference between the motion problems and these problems. Okay, so I hope you all understand, students. So revise the video again, read once after I taught this one, read once in your book, take your book and read once, and you can understand in better manner. Okay, so once again, thank you all. So thank you so much. So study well and write these problems in your classwork note. So thank you all.